You can't just ask customers what they want and then try to give that to them. By the time you get it built, they'll want something new. Sometimes when you innovate, you make mistakes. It is best to admit them quickly and get on with improving your other innovations. Being the richest man in the cemetery doesn't matter to me. Going to bed at night saying we've done something wonderful, that's what matters to me. People think focus means saying yes to the thing you've got to focus on. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. You have to pick carefully. I'm an optimist in the sense that I believe humans are noble and honorable, and some of them are really smart. I have a very optimistic view of individuals. That's been one of my mantras, focus and simplicity. Simple can be harder than complex. You have to work hard to get your thinking clean, to make it simple. I think if you do something and it turns out pretty good, then you should go do something else wonderful, not dwell on it for too long. Just figure out what's next. An iPod, a phone, an internet mobile communicator. These are not three separate devices, and we are calling it the iPhone. Today Apple is going to reinvent the phone, and here it is. Technology is nothing. What's important is that you have a faith in people, that they're basically good and smart, and if you give them tools, they'll do wonderful things with them. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. My model for business is the Beatles. They were for guys that kept each other's negative tendencies in check. They balanced each other, and the total was greater than the sum of the parts. Creativity is just connecting things. When you ask creative people how they did something, they feel a little guilty because they didn't really do it, they just saw something. It seemed obvious to them after a while. What is Apple, after all? Apple is about people who think outside the box. People who want to use computers to help them change the world, to help them create things that make a difference, and not just to get a job done. I've always been attracted to the more revolutionary changes. I don't know why, because they're harder. They're much more stressful emotionally, and you usually go through a period where everybody tells you that you've completely failed. And it comes from saying no to 1,000 things to make sure we don't get on the wrong track or try to do too much. We're always thinking about new markets we could enter. But it's only by saying no that you can concentrate on the things that are really important.